Hey guys, so for math today, we are going to start off with a quick little game. What we are going to do is I'm going to start the timer and it's going to show you a picture really quickly for about 5 seconds or so. So you have to think about what the picture looks like and then you are going to draw it on your paper. Here we go. Draw this picture on your paper. Remember, it's going to go really quick, so you have to make sure you're watching. Now we're going to do the same thing with another picture. So on the last one, you should have just drawn a circle. So for your first picture, there should have just been a circle. Here's your next picture. Oh, what was different about that picture? For this one, we had a circle with a line drawn across the middle. Okay, we're going to do another picture. Here we go. Well, how is this one different? This one had a circle with a line in the middle, cutting it into 2 parts. And here's your last picture. So your last picture should be a circle with a line going down the middle diagonally. Now what we're going to do, we are going to talk about today cutting shapes in half. If we cut a shape in half, that means we draw one line in the middle to make 2 equal parts. So, for example, I want you to draw a circle on your paper. Actually, go ahead and draw all 6 circles, just like my screen on your paper. And I'll give you just a minute to do that. Now, what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to draw a line in the middle of each circle to make sure we have 2 equal parts. So, for example, maybe you got one cookie and you want to share it with your brother or your sister, but you want to make sure that each of you have the same amount of cookie. So, we are going to practice cutting our circle in half so there are 2 equal parts. The first way I can do that is cut it from the top to bottom, and there are 2 equal sides. There's a side on the left and a side on the right, and that line in the middle cuts it in half, so we have the same amount on the left and the right. Another way we can cut our circle in half is by going across the middle. So that way we have the same amount on the top and the same on the bottom. We have 2 equal parts on the top and the bottom. Then we can draw a line diagonal like this. And then we cut it in half. So we have 1 equal part here on the top of the line and 1 equal part here on the bottom of the line. So when we cut it in half, no matter how we cut it, there are 2 equal parts on each side. Can you think of another way that we might cut our circle in half? Yeah, we might go diagonal this way. Then we have the same on the top and the bottom, the top half, is the same size as the bottom half. What's another way that we might cut our shape in half? We might go from the bottom to the top. And then we have this half on the left and half on the right that are the same size. Then we might draw our line from right to left. We have half on top and half on the bottom. So whenever we draw a shape and we cut it in half, we draw a line in the middle to make two parts. Now let's look at our pizza. So what I want us to do, we're going to look at our pizza here. This pizza they drew from the top to the bottom. So there's half on the left, half on the right. So how could we draw our pizzas on the bottom in half? I want you to draw 3 circles and I want you to make a line on them to cut your circle in half. I'm going to give you just a minute to work on that now. So let's talk about it. You might have drawn a line this way. You might have drawn a line this way. And you could draw a line this way. On each of our shapes here, we have our shape with our line in the middle, and we have half on one side of our line and half on the other. Great job. So this says half and half pizza. Max's family loves pizza. Their pizza have half cheese and half pepperoni. So what I want you to do on your paper, you are going to draw 6 circles on your paper. And I'm going to do the same thing on my paper. And we are going to make our own half and half pizzas. You might make half cheese and half pepperoni like Max's family. You might make half pepperoni and half sausage. You're going to make 6 different pizzas that are half one side and half have something different on the other side. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes now to make your half and half pizzas. So you should be working on your half and half pizzas. And like I said, I am working on mine right now as well. And when our video is finished, you'll be able to see the picture on the next slide of my pizzas that I made half and half. I made one that's half with pepperoni, half has green olives. I'm making one that's half sausage and half cheese. I'm making another pizza that is half sausage and half pepperoni. I'm going to make another pizza that is half cheese and half black olives. I'm going to make another pizza that's half black olives and half green olives. Then my last pizza, I'm going to make half pepperoni and half cheese, just like Max's family likes to eat. And like I said, on the next slide, you'll be able to see the picture of what we made. And our last activity that I want you guys to work on is what I want you to do is make one more big circle. And I want you to draw a line that cuts the circle in half. Then I want you to only color half of the circle. So you might draw a line this way and then color half. So you're going to draw a line to cut your circle in half and just color one part of your circle. Thanks so much for working so hard today in math.